Oh, yo estaba haciendo mi vivo, mi live, y se cayó esta manzana específicamente en el live para Abuela Rosa y decidí, bueno, hice el live para Abuela Rosa, ahora es tiempo para hacer live para el primo Nelsito. Nelson, yo tengo mucho respeto para usted es un buen papá, hasta sígueme para acá, porque esto va a ser interesante. Esta es la primera vez que yo voy a hacer esto. Yo nunca he empezado uno de estos shoutouts afuera y he caminado dentro de la casa, porque yo si estoy en un lugar me quedo ahí para no tener problemas con sonidos o cosas que no quiera que esté en la película. Pero vamos a hacerlo. No sé cómo esto va a funcionar, si nos vamos a quedar con audio, si la película se va a apagar, si las luces, se fue la luz o algo. Estamos afuera, pero tengo que ir, tengo una gira, tengo una misión específicamente para mi primo Nelson. Yo tengo mucho respeto. La primera vez que yo lo conocí fue ahí en Massachusetts y mi papá, yo tengo mucho respeto para mi papá, el veterano. Me dijo muchas buenas cosas sobre Nelson, Nelsito. Dijo, cuando nosotros vayamos allá, hijo, yo quiero que tú me cuides y yo te voy a cuidar. Nosotros estamos yendo a un lugar nuevo, mucha gente nueva, no sabemos, tú sabes, no sabemos del lugar, vamos a tener que aprender. Y yo quiero, tú sabes, que tú escuches, yo te voy a escuchar a ti. Si hay problema, me avisa. I have your back, you have my back. Lo que me dijo mi papá cuando fuimos a visitar por primera vez. Cuando él me llevó por primera vez a Massachusetts para visitar la familia. Y me dijo, ¿y tú sabes quién más nos va a ayudar si tenemos problemas allá? Nelsito. Yo dije, Nelsito. Y yo pensé que era como alguien de mi edad cuando lo conocí. Ah, Nelsito. Ok, Nelsito. Nelsito, yo digo, Nelsito juega baloncesto, papá. Ah, Nelsito hace de top. Guachi, Nelsito es como nosotros. Nelsito es... Esta, mira. Viene para acá, esta es la gira, porque Nelsito es un buen papá, and I want to give roses and credit where it's due, because more dads need to be present in kids' lives, right? That's a very underserved area in life, is dads. And Nelson is a great dad. I mean, when I think of Nelson, I think of an exemplar of what a great dad is. So I came up here just for you, and I think the most fitting one is this one, Nelson. I wanted to rock blue for you, porque tú sabes, azul es lo mío. Pero best dad energy, because when I think of you, I think of just a good dad, un buen papá, una persona que está enfocada. So Nelson is someone that my dad spoke highly of, and I thought, getting to know Nelson's going to be about my age. So when my dad said, you have my back, I have your back, we're going from this place to that place, and this is all family, Watchy, I need you to listen, and we're going on a mission. My dad, very military, as you all know, drafted into the Vietnam War, came out 100% disabled. So if you ever met him, you met a good man who was 100% disabled. I was there with him getting those discharge papers, and I've been very present all throughout the years. And man, he is a Boricua, he is noble. And he is cut from the same cloth as Nelson, man. We're all cut from the same cloth. Nelson is a hombre de honor, honorable. Like when I think of a gentleman, just a swell guy. And coming from mi barrio, ¿verdad? Y yendo a visitando a la familia. Era una vez mi papá dijo, hey, we're going to go visit la familia, and we're going to have to do it. And I was like, but Dad, I have sports camp. Can't that wait for like after? And he's like, no, we have to go. We have to go. And then I was like, okay. And then I said, it was around Christmas or something like that. And then we visited. And I remember saying, visiting and llegando al aeropuerto. Oh, llegamos en guagua, llegamos en guagua. Si recuerdo correctamente, pero era un proceso. We were at the station. And si recuerdo correctamente, estábamos ahí esperando. And my dad's like, ay, se olvidaron, ¿qué yo voy a hacer acá? Yo conozco gente allá en Nueva York, pero aquí en Massachusetts, no sé dónde están. And they were looking for us the entire time. And I'm here just waiting, chilling, probably had my Game Boy. All I wanted was a basketball. I would have been hooping. I would have been, Harlem Globetrotters, just practicing my form. But I brought in the Game Boy, maybe writing. I brought my notebook. There we go. I have a red notebook. I still have it to this day. Did a lot of journaling, and I brought it with me, and I would write every single thing down. This was about 6th grade, beginning of 6th grade for me. And just journaling. Then all of a sudden, I don't know, no one recognizes anyone, and then the Puerto Ricans start to get loud. at the station. Nadie sabe cómo, yo no sé cómo esta persona se parece. Las fotos son diferentes, han pasado muchos años. So that's happening. And I found that out later. But I'm just here on my Game Boy, and we have a description. Okay, Nelsito, yo recuerdo que era así, y así. Y yo, Nelsito es un hombre. Watch it, sí, Nelsito es un hombre. But he was like, pero es como tú. And I was like, es como yo. Okay, he's my age still. He's a hombre. Because I'm a hombre. I thought that. My dad said that. And then I meet, and then all of a sudden the Puerto Ricans are getting louder and louder, and we bump shoulders. And like, pero ¿dónde está esta gente? That happens, right? They're saying it, we're saying it, we're at different sides of the station. Pero ¿en dónde están? Hey, you know where the payphones are? Someone's supposed to pick me up, man. My cousin's, and that's happening. Hey, have you seen, where did this bus? And it happens, and it gets louder and louder. And then the Puerto Ricans, we just, hey, tú sabes, hey, tú eres, hey, tío. And I remember the moment Nelson had with Tío, my dad, and my dad with Nelson. I mean, my dad spoke so highly. And Nelson was there with a firefighter friend. I remember firefighter friend, G.I. Joe type of person, just there. I was like, mira, guardaespaldas. And Nelson was there. I was like, okay, Nelson's about super strong, my height. But you're older, man. I'm a sixth grader. Y tú eres un hombre, you know? So I was like, okay, but we can still hoop. And just being a super cool, super swell person, man. And being like, wow, this is great. These are amazing people. I got a firefighter here, Nelson, professional, very well-spoken, Puerto Rican. So I just felt comfortable, man. This is familia. Y mi papá super, man, I hadn't seen my dad smile that much. Let me take you over here. I hadn't seen my dad smile that much in a long time. You know, I saw my dad, you know, Midwest, he's fighting illness. He's fighting being 100% disabled because of the, you know, serving in the military and just unfortunate circumstances. And he was fighting that, and he fought it, and he fought it, and he was a great fighter, you know. And I heard stories about him being a training partner for Roberto Duran, and he trained me. And then I meet Nelson, and I'm like, man, you're like an older version of me. Like, I just thought that, so I have a lot of respect for you. And you're a dad, I'm a dad. I see it, man. I see the nobility, the boricua. You know, we're very present fathers and dads. We're good people under Christ, and I am very grateful to have met you. You know, you're just my older cousin who, throughout the years, I could reference, right? People have their family close by. We didn't, but I have a, you know, not everyone's Puerto Rico. I got some family in the East Coast too, and we're all very good people. So I just wanted to give you a shout out. That was my story for Nelsito, man. I remember also that you rode the motorcycle, and you were just super chill. You were like, hey, I'm bringing the gaming station. Let's all just game. Let's all just play. You hooped with me. I remember that. And at the time, I was looking up who are the shortest basketball players and how did they, you know, what's their method? Because I was just a sixth grader, so I was always competing against bigger, taller people. So I was like, how can I get my hops on? And I was like, oh, same with you, you know, like, and then thank you so much, man. So just wanted to give you your credit. Muchas bendiciones. Espero vernos pronto. And family, man. Just maybe it's Disney, maybe it's Puerto Rico. We've all meant to link up. I'll take you over here. I usually show the library, but I do actually have something over here. I usually show trinkets of the environment. But I'm going to show you something. I vlogged right over there for Abuela Rosa, and I found it important because I'm a gardener, I'm a farmer. So I learned that a lot from our family. Our family comes from that, Barranquitas. I did an entire tour. I did a documentary on family. I got the entire information. So, Nelsito, man, you make me proud. I got you on the genealogy as one of us that is a good figure, a role model. I tell my kids about you. So thank you so much, because I'm all about knowledge of power, knowledge of self. So yeah, we can research and do, you know, studies on others, famous people, but I'd rather focus in on family, familia, because that's how legacy is built. And you're a very, very Boricua, honorable person. Nos vemos. Ciao.